More from. Don't follow the DFS crowd when it comes to Browns Chiefs. How to navigate daily fantasy football options for wild card round. Why Vikings Dalvin Cook is the 2020 fantasy football MVP. The fantasy football busts who wrecked your season. Baker Mayfield can help deliver fantasy football championship as the playoff schedule continues to shrink. So do options in daily fantasy formats. The 10 to 13 game slates vanished when the regular season ended. The wildcard slate provided a decent pool of options with 6 games. Last week we were down to 4. Sunday, we have just 2 games from which to choose players. That means high usage rates on many of the top targets. There will be virtually no rosters, that is due all top dollar options, and the DFS whales who practice blunt force strategy by fielding a fleet of rosters that meet or approach the maximum allowed will diversify their rosters to include a variety of different combinations of top players they can fit under the salary cap. This essentially means we aren't going to worry about ownership rates. We imagine any of our top players will have high usage across any contest. We're going to focus on fitting our favorites under the cap and take some calculated stabs at cheap options to fill out the rest. As with any tournament roster, we want to stack our quarterback with one or more pass-catching teammates. All the QBs this weekend have high fantasy ceilings, so we're going to go with the one that adds a ground dimension to his fantasy value, Josh Allen. If we have Allen in our lineup, we're not going to let Stefon Diggs beat us, so we pair with him. Then we add someone on the other sideline of the same game, in this case the most consistent Chiefs receiving option with the highest floor, tight end Travis Kelce. Now we move past the Chiefs Bills for the moment to address other players we like. The Packers have the more generous run defense of those remaining, so we go with an affordable Leonard Fournette. The one other player we are determined to fit is Davante Adams, so we add him then behind working the math. With little money left, we go cheap at the other RB spot and cross our fingers in the hopes Jamaal Williams steals a touchdown from Aaron Jones. We want a share of the Bucs passing game, so we opt for the cheap Scotty Miller. With not much left, we add another on the Bills side with tight end Dawson Knox at flex. Then the Buccaneers defense/special teams, who had success versus the Packers during the regular season, which, as flimsy as that is more reason to like them than any other options in what could be a offensively driven slate. Then we kick back and enjoy our last multi-game slate until next fall. Conference checkups and checkdowns. Patrick Mahomes QB, Chiefs versus Bills, FanDuel $9,000/DraftKings $7,600. It is hard to bet against any of the final four QBs, but Mahomes has been the least productive of the bunch since December, and is dealing with a toe injury as well. Leonard Fournette RB, Buccaneers, at Packers, FD $7,200/DK $5,300. He led Ronald Jones in touches last week, has played a solid role in the passing game of late as well. Devin Singletary RB, Bills, at Chiefs, FD $5,800/DK $4,500. Of the teams remaining, the Chiefs have the stingiest defense versus fantasy RBs. Singletary has 2 TDs. Even with Zach Moss out, not worth the risk. Scotty Miller WR, Buccaneers, at Packers, FD $5,800/DK $4,700. With Antonio Brown out with a knee problem, Miller provides an affordable option. All you need on a short slate is for him to score to justify the cheap salary cap outlay. Mecole Hardman WR, Chiefs, vs Bills, FD $5,300/DK $4,000. We imagine the Bills will use multiple defenders to try to neutralize Tyreek Hill, and tight end Travis Kelce can't catch all the passes. Hardman is a good cheap option in an explosive offense. Marcus Valdes-Scantling WR, Packers, vs Buccaneers, FD $5,500/DK $3,900. Not unlike Hardman, MVS is big play reliant, but he also is the worst rated WR among viable fantasy options, and is the most grossly mismatched this week according to PPF ratings. Insanity's daily dose type. Tourney salary $60K fee, $4.44 entries, 469. $2K top prize, $300K tot, pot, $1.75 million pose, player equals price QB, Josh Allen equals $8,500 RB, Leonard Fournette equals $7,200 RB, Jamaal Williams equals $5,000 WR, Davante Adams equals $8,900 WR, Stefon Diggs equals $8,300 WR, Scotty Miller equals $4,900 T, Travis Kelce equals $8,600 flex, Dawson Knox equals $4,700 dev, Buccaneers equals $3,700 season wrist, $137. 44 season winnings, $100.